Hello everybody, how's it going? I'm Das for Canadian Cards here, and we are going to learn how to fan. Fanning is a really important part in Magic because it allows the spectator to select a card and gives them the quote-unquote freedom to pick whatever they want in some tricks, unless you're forcing them to do such one, which I will probably do a tutorial on the classic force, or pretty much just any force for that matter. So, enough of me talking, let's get into this. So, what we are going to do is we're just going to jump right in to the fan. So, we're going to learn the table fan, not drop any cards. We're going to learn the table fan and the, I don't know if you should call it the hand fan or the finger fan, but this is it. I would call it the finger fan maybe, because all the work's being done with your fingers as opposed to this one where you're holding it in your hands and you spin it around. So if someone could get me a good tutorial on how to do that, that would be great, because I have so much trouble with that, because I have not found a good tutorial out there. So moving on, we're going to start off with the table fan, where you spread it across the table, and you can get really creative with this one, do it whatever way you want. I like to hold it high and free, so it just feels free. I put my two fingers on top of the deck. I usually have to pick it up and then put it back down, and my one finger on top, and basically all I do is just apply a certain amount of pressure as I move it. That's essentially how you do every fan, it's just by applying pressure and moving it. So first off, you got to know which way you're going to move it. Pretty much you're always going to move your arms cross-bodied. If I was left-handed, I'd move it from my right to my left. I'm right-handed, so I move it from my left to my right. So, one way to start is you put your hand on the outer edge and you just push in. And that is a good way to learn. Preferably get something better than a plastic banner, because, you know, if you have a felt couch, practice on your couch. If you have even just like a felt poker mat, that would be much better than this, just because this has no grip. You can get into some cool tricks. If I was on felt, I could do that a lot better. But yeah, so you want to put your hand and you're going to push kind of like a 45-degree angle. And then once you get better, you can do the freestyle way that I do it. It is freestyle, I guess it's a bad word choice. What you're going to do is you're going to put your two fingers on your front, your pinky's just freestyling on the side, and your first finger either on the side or on top of the deck. Right, it does not matter. So you do that, and then all you're doing is just you got to learn how much pressure to put on it. I usually end up making it too long, so it's this really long fan. That's what she said, and yeah. So that's how you do the table fan. Now it's time for the finger fan. Now, the finger fan is incredibly hard to do with an entire deck of cards. I did it pretty much once, and that was being really lucky in my Canadian Cards, my What is Canadian Cards video, where I did the montage at the front. So yeah, that was pretty much the only time I've ever done it successfully, so I'm just going to grab about half the cards. So what it essentially looks like is that you ask them, can you please select a card, and then they pick a card. This way would be really evil, because then you could sneak a peek underneath and see which card they picked. Or you could put it out to the side, you know, just like this. It's kind of hard with the camera, the way it's sitting. So yeah, okay. Moving on, so we got three methods of doing this. You got the thumb method, which is good for beginners to just kind of learn how to hold it. The thumb method's actually really hard. It makes it kind of beautiful for like an inch. It makes it really small. You can do the thumb fan, which is really good, or you can do the whole hand fan, which makes it a lot wider because it gives it the length, as opposed to the thumb fan only gives it the curve. Okay, so moving into the thumb fan, you just got to know how to hold this one. It's pretty much just line up your thumb and your first finger as if you're going to snap with your first finger, and that's how. And then you just kind of do that, and the cards will slide. Just like that. The snap method's the exact same way, only your thumb lines up with your middle finger. If you can snap with both hands, you can do a fan in both hands. I'm really bad with my left hand, but I'll see if I can do this. Nope. So you do it in that hand, That was really bad. Then I'll grab it in this hand. Yeah, my left hand is actually better than my right in that case, but okay. So, how to do this one's really easy. You just line up your thumb and your middle finger and you snap. All you gotta do is just snap your fingers. You can do it at whatever speed. You can do it slowly, probably won't pan out as well. You can do it really fast, it doesn't matter. Alright, and now for the whole finger one, all you're doing is just kind of lining up your thumb in between your middle finger and ring finger, and you're just pushing them out. This one works a lot better with more cards because it makes it, I want to say, longer in this way. So instead of just curving around your hand, it kind of pushes it around, out, and then around again in such a way it still looks circular. So that's my fan tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please watch and subscribe. Thank you.